let frustration get the better of you and make you do things you should never do. You got to keep the faith, you can't surrender. You never know, tomorrow may be brighter. Behind every dark cloud, there's a silver lining. So don't give up hope now. We gotta keep on trying. Oh Lord, we gotta keep on going. We gotta keep on moving on. As long as you have health and strength, reaching your goal, nothing should prevent. Every time you fall, get up again. Don't sit down there like that and complain. You got to stand up and continue fighting. Don't give up, keep courage, you must win. Don't you know, behind every dark cloud, there's a silver lining. So don't give up hope now. We gotta keep on trying. Oh Lord, we gotta keep on going. We gotta keep on moving on. Obstacles will get in the way, stumbling blocks to hinder your day. But you can't afford to let them stop you. No matter how hard it is to go through, you got to stand up and continue fighting. Endurance shall win in the ending. Don't you know, behind every dark cloud, there's a silver lining. So don't give up hope now. We gotta keep on trying. Oh Lord, we gotta keep on going. We gotta keep on moving on. Be of a strong, positive mind. Negative thoughts, leave them behind. We got to go forward in sure certainty. Let no element humbug that possibility. But if you give up, you have no way of knowing if next day would have brought good tidings. Don't you know, behind every dark cloud, there's a silver lining. So don't give up hope now. We gotta keep on trying. Oh Lord, we gotta keep on going. We gotta keep on moving on. Behind every dark cloud, there's a silver lining. So don't give up hope now. We gotta keep on trying. We gotta keep on going. We gotta keep on moving on. We know it's a long and winding road, and we got a heavy load, but we have to hold it straight. Get up and try again, because behind every dark cloud, there's a silver lining. This is a oh Lord, Trinidad and Tobago. This is DJ Bravo. I'm hurting, you know. This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face.
Our country turned into a sad place. All I see in front of me, nightmares turn into reality. Like somebody build a monster factory. Parliament up against parliament economy. But let the moderator sin another body in a drain. Somebody girl child missing, another rape again. And next road stain with somebody's sunburn. Who take the S out of Port of Spain? This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face. Our country turned into a sad place. Now with the love, with the vibes, with the hope. Now tell me something, how we really want we cope. When the children breathing in too much gun smoke. And the Coast Guard can never see a boat. Yes, I'm going like some goats when they come looking for votes. Say to empty promises, reading like a horoscope. Justice for sale in a fat envelope. Politically, all the answers is a joke. This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face. Our country turned into a sad place. All I see in front of me, nightmares turn into reality. Like somebody build a monster factory. Parliament up against parliament economy. But let the moderator sin another body in a drain. Somebody girl child missing, another rape again. And next road stain with somebody's sunburn. Who take the S out of Port of Spain? This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face. Our country turned into a sad place. It doesn't matter the religion, the color, the creed, or the race. It's our responsibility to take care of our place. Champion!
She's going to be singing Plight of My People. Make some noise for Lady Gypsy.
No, plight of my people. Too much a one thing, good for nothing. Too much a good thing, never enough. I don't know why my black people cannot see. No party never care about we. Every election we so devoted. How we love up we PNM. As soon as election come and go, it's only problem after problem. How could we cope? Man lost their hope. I ain't seeing no solution. Every time PNM come in power, it takes a toll on black man. I don't want to sound like a racist, but this is what I can see. They just take care of the race, but they damn well know they have we. I want to ring my bell, wake up Eric Williams. Tell him the party found him PNM needed immediate attention. Ring my bell, wake up Mother Cornhucks. Tell she to cast a spell on we party, not what it used to be. I ring my bell, ring my bell. I ring my bell down there. I ring my bell, ring my bell. I ring my bell down there. This thing is becoming out of hand. It's time this damn nonsense stop. If you don't sing a PNM song, from Skinner Park you'll be dropped. Calypsonian could have sing what they want. We were the spokesman for the people. Eric Duffy, Chambers Dunphy. When Kamala drunk, how she like to pee. Calypsonian, no, that's no way to go. Too much happening in we country. All this killing spree, young woman body, but only about PNM you could sing. All them songs playing on the radio, all you singing with Kamla do. But when PNM do a wrong thing, I hearing a word from you. I want to ring my bell, wake up Mother Cosell. Every Monday she preach on Wack Radio and is the biggest critic of Calypso. Ring my bell for Patsy and Joni. I want them two cultural lovers to know not only PNM song is Calypso. I ring my bell, ring my bell, I ring my bell down there. I ring my bell, ring my bell, I ring a bell down there. Crime will never stop in this country once black people belly empty. How could a man walk in CPEP, maintain his whole family? All you say the past regime was so bad, so much wrong thing they done to we. Now that PNM take over, why poor people going hungry? When PNM win, all African grin. Now we get back we country. All they doing is complaining and it doing nothing for we. The mess already made. Don't sit in the shade and ponder on we problem. Get off your ass and do it fast and find a way to solve them. I want to ring my bell, wake up Randolph Burrows. Tell him among all past police commissioners, up to now it's he I prefer. Ring my bell, wake up the Lord Bryna. Tell him the state of Calypso today is a good thing he passed away.
Keep me as the apple of thine eye, hide me under the shadow of thy wing. Savior. It's so hard to deal with personal struggle. It's so sad when you feel alone in your trouble. It's real hard when you want to talk to a brother. It's so bad because of how some look at you after. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my head. Satan want me dead. Cover my back from human attack. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. People see you smile, but don't hold the hurt that you're feeling. Even as God's child, at times your heart does be bleeding. Where can you go when you're really looking for healing? Who know how to flow when your soul needs some restoring? Lord Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, cover me home from evils unknown. Cover my feet, so I'll never retreat. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover my brother, cover my sister, them who under pressure. Cover the preacher, every church worker, the young believer. Cover the worship leader and intercessor, every gospel minister. Cover. Jesus alone is the one who has the real answer. The one on the throne is the true and loving Father. He will hold your hand and keep you from going under. He will make you stand and let you know He's a fixer. Cover fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me mind. You know the struggle sometimes. Cover me mouth. That the wrong thing wouldn't come out. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover the Christian in the midst of aggression with the power of your right hand. Jesus, cover, cover, cover them helpless children. Jesus, defend them. Send help from heaven. Jesus, cover, cover, cover all them radio stations that blessing the nation. Grant divine protection. Jesus, cover, 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 cover me, cover me, cover me.
Truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. An important attribute in successful people is their impatience with negative thinking and negative acting people. As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life. Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends. Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just know that they are human first, and though they are family to you, they may be a friend to someone else and will fit somewhere in the criteria above. In prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option for them. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude.
Course. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Let me say a special hello to all the WZYE 95.9 FM listeners. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's the one and only Sunday Talk, Let's Talk Politics with yours truly, Professor Wall Street and Uncle Tommy on WZYE 95.9 FM. And of course, we come to you every Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. That's every Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. And you know how we start the thing here on Sunday Talk, Let's Talk Politics. We start with our oath pledge to the people of Trinidad and Tobago, and by extension, the world.
Ansam LeBon and Marshall Nesbitt solemnly swear to conduct this radio program in a true, fair, and balanced manner, ensuring that all perspectives are given equal consideration and that the information presented is objective and unbiased. We pledge to provide a platform where diverse voices can be heard, fostering open and constructive dialogue that serves the best interests of our audience and community. Our commitment is to uphold the principles of journalistic integrity and ethical broadcasting throughout the duration of this program. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The only program on the planet. Yeah, the only program on the planet. What I pledge to you, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, and by extension, the world. So, folks, you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444 or 973-609-6509. Let me bring in my partner, the man himself, boy. The man who Under Armour, boy. Tommy, you're matching my hat, boy. You're matching my hat.
Because we plan that. I think Under Armour gonna have to pay us some monies.
Yeah. I see like I say, wait. I say Tommy Under Armour, boy. Yeah.
Under Armour gonna have to pay us some funds for advertising for that.
Yeah. They gotta pay us a little bit of something, you know. You know what I mean? They gotta pay us a little bit of something, you know. So of course, Tommy, it's Sunday Talk, Let's Talk Politics. Again, we are here. And folks, as soon as you come in, please share the live. Share the live. WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. WZYE TV on YouTube. And WZYE TV on Twitter, better known as X. Share the live. Share the live. Share the live. We have some splendiferous information for you today. And you really, really want to stay tuned to get this information. You know, we bring you the facts. Here at Sunday Talk, Let's Talk Politics, we originate, we don't imitate. Straight and balanced. Yeah, we bring you the facts. Again, the numbers here are 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
And 973-609-6509. 973-609-6509. And remember, it's WhatsApp, so it's free 99. It don't cost you anything, as long as you have Wi-Fi, that is, or data.
And of course, Tommy, you can also send your voice notes to those numbers as well. You know, send your voice notes. You know, make sure they're clean. You know what I mean? Once they're clean and nice, you know you're inside. You're inside like Flynn. Let's go to the chat. All right, boy. Things get kind of Bijram, boy. Bijram was in first tonight, boy. Bijram.
First in the down.
Yeah, boy. Bijram first. Yeah, fishing pond, right, Tommy? Sandy Grande.
Fishing pond.
Yeah, fishing pond. I wonder why you get a name fishing pond, boy. Bijram, why they get a name fishing pond?
Maybe he can.
And then we have
I say maybe he can enlighten us as to how they came up with the name Fishing Pond.
Yeah. Give me a little holler, Bijram. Let me know how they come up with that fishing pond there. Tommy, you want to take a guess? You want to take a guess? How they come up with fishing pond?
I don't know. Maybe they had some sort of fishing pond or something in that area that they used to go, or some pond that they used to go fishing. Because I mean, Sandy Grande is also called the bathroom.
The what? The bathroom?
Yeah, it's always wet.
Oh, and they call it the bathroom?
Yeah, there's called Sandy Grande the bathroom.
A bathroom will be dry when nobody in bathing?
Well, I mean, you're talking about the shower area. So anytime somebody could be taking a shower.
Okay. All right. Curtis Montrechard, welcome. Matilda, boy. Matilda Rhodes. Matilda. A fella by the name of Hailey, right? Right, Tommy?
Hailey, yes.
Yeah, Hailey part chink in Matilda's armor. You didn't want she to get the hat trick. So you come in one time, you come in first. Nah. That may be the second time. Yeah.
You remember the Calypso Matilda?
I told me on your own with that one, eh? Calypso. I don't know. Matilda, are you Calypso Matilda? Matilda, who sing that one? Kitchener?
I think it was Sparrow, if I am mistaken. Matilda, Matilda, Matilda. She took my money and gone to Venezuela.
Tommy boy. Tommy. Tommy have a voice there, boy. I know that boy, Tommy boy. Yeah, talent that we never hear before.
Well, once upon a time, I was pursuing something along the talent path.
Yeah. You're talented too bad, Tommy boy.
That was then. That's
Eh,
a,
look, we partner William McLeod. William, how you doing, partner? The only program on the planet that's talk nonsense. Welcome, William McLeod. It's always a pleasure to have you. Tell a friend to tell a friend, all right? Indra, welcome. Good day, everyone on the live. Yeah, Indra, good day, of course. X-Men boy, good evening. Juju Love. X-Man in the house. Juju. Oh, X-Man get that one, boy. Juju Love, boy. All right. I will tell you. But Tommy, oh boy, the sadness just continues, boy.
oh yeah.
When we go get a break, Tommy, seriously.
I don't know when is William McLeod is his name?
Yeah, William McLeod.
When he decides to give us a break.
No, to be honest with you, right? I really like people like William McLeod, Fox Islam, and a few of the PNM people to come and let me debate. You know, let me debate issues that are facing Trinidad and Tobago.
Do they want to debate, or do they just want to take a pelt of stone and run?
Well, I don't know if William could pelt us. I don't know if William could run, but he might pelt us. He could pelt us stone. I think he could pelt us stone. I don't know if he could run.
And hide.
Yeah, he could pelt us stone and hide. That could be a better one. Pelt us stone and hide. Yeah. I just want to have discussions about. Let me talk about the economy of Trinidad and Tobago. Let me talk about in Trinidad and Tobago, we currently have a forex shortage. Yeah, X-Men, right? We have BP selling selling out Trinidad assets. Okay, Tommy, think about this now. Think about this, Tommy. BP, yeah?
Yes, I see.
Big bad BP boy selling out Trinidad
the
assets.
French company.
Yeah, all right. Let me get that one. I don't get it, man. I don't understand it, Tommy.
Well,
But
what is there to understand if they feel their profits aren't as great as it once was?
Tommy, it's not sending a message to Trinidad and Tobago, though.
Well,
That BP deciding to sell out assets of Trinidad and Tobago, right?
well, right next door they do it. They're doing.
Say that again. Right next door, what?
They're doing 10 times better.
You mean the people across the way in South America?
South America, yeah, South America.
Oh, okay.
Business there is much more favorable.
Boy, oh boy. I don't know what to say. By the way, the Prime Minister is back, right?
I'm not sure. Is he?
I don't know. I'm asking. Is the Prime Minister back in the country? I'm asking. I don't know. So, folks, can you let me know if the Prime Minister has returned from his vacation as yet? So, Tommy, here it is.
An article published on April 10, 2024, on the offshore technology website mentioned BP in talks to sell Trinidad and Tobago assets.
I don't
The
know why
British
that thing
giant
be
is
so low.
looking to sell assets that have lost productivity. BP is looking to expand its Calypso project in Trinidad and Tobago while offloading less productive assets. BP is close to reaching an agreement to sell a portion of his Trinidad and Tobago oil and gas assets to Anglo-French oil company Perenco, 3 sources close to the matter told Reuters. Currently, BP is Trinidad and Tobago's largest natural gas producer, with an output of more than 1.3 billion cubic feet per day. Around 18% of BP's liquefied natural gas, LNG, production came from the nation in 2022, with most of it being exported to Europe and Latin America. Nevertheless, BP's gas output has fallen by around 80% in the past 5 years, and the company is in talks to develop a deepwater natural gas field off the coast of Trinidad and Tobago in an effort to raise production. The project, known as Calypso, is supported by Trinidad's government as it looks to encourage offshore drillers to bring gas discoveries to market amid domestic shortages. BP is looking to offload some of its less productive assets in the region. According to the sources, it is discussing the divestment of its Amherstia, Kashima, and Immortelle fields with Perenco. Up until 2004, the fields had a combined output of close to 2 BCF/d, but this has declined significantly to a combined total of just 200 million cubic feet per day. We are close to agreeing on a final price and signing on the dotted line. This will ensure that Perenco can continue to maintain or even increase production from those fields, one of the sources told Reuters. Perenco currently operates the Teak Sam Pui asset in Trinidad, which produces 10,000 barrels of oil equivalent per day. The French company has recently been expanding, buying stakes in several non-core oil permits in Congo from ENI for $300 million in March. In its gas division, it started production at its C06 well within the Ravensbourne South area of the southern North Sea in March. A second person familiar with the transaction said, "We will have a deal and announcement well before the end of the summer."
Tommy,
Yep.
I don't know what that bodes for Trinidad and Tobago. It can be good. It can be positive.
Well, as the saying that you don't sell assets that are productive.
Especially natural gas.
True.
Especially natural gas.
True.
Where are we in Trinidad as far as natural gas is concerned? We are one of the top. Let me look that up. Is Trinidad and Tobago one of the top? Hold on, I want to find this one. Where are we as far as natural gas in the world? Okay.
Well, I don't think we were where we used to be, but we're still there.
But I will say we still are. Where is Trinidad and Tobago rank in production of natural gas? Of natural gas. So, William McLeod, Wall Street, what are your qualifications as a professor of fools?
Professor,
Okay,
what
here it is.
Of fools?
No, no, just reading this comment. I reading this comment. I like to read them first comment, you know. You understand? Yeah, look it on the screen. What are your qualifications as a professor of fools? Tommy, if you think education is expensive, try ignorance, eh?
But disrespect doesn't warrant any acknowledgement at all.
No, you are correct. You are correct. And you know what it is? I am not gonna give William and those comments any oxygen. Really and truly. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. You don't give it really any oxygen. Anyway, here it is. Trinidad and Tobago is the world's 17th largest producer of natural gas. The country's output increased by 9% in 2022, surpassing its production in 2021. It accounts for approximately 0.84% of global natural gas production. The largest, listen to this, listen to this. Only listen, listen, listen. The largest natural gas producer in Trinidad and Tobago are BP, your largest natural gas producer, selling assets to someone else. How could that make any sense?
Hey,
Anyway,
they cashing in.
somebody must have inside information, Tommy. Right?
Yeah, we go ahead.
Yeah. Anyway, the largest natural gas producers in Trinidad and Tobago are BP Repsol and EOG Resources. BP was the leading producer in 2022 with a 7% increase in output compared to 2021. Repsol ranked second, also with a 7% increase, while EOG Resources experienced a 4% decrease in production. There are 30 natural gas producing fields in Trinidad and Tobago, with 25 located offshore and the rest onshore. The majority of these fields are in the Atlantic Ocean. Hear that?
Mm-hmm.
And BP divesting certain natural gas fields in Trinidad and Tobago. Right? I don't know what to say, Tommy. I don't know what to say. Well, I know what to say, when we have people packing up and going, it just tells us what's going on in the country.
Well, they're just changing hands, but the show goes on.
Hmm. Hmm.
So it isn't as bad as it sounds.
I ain't get that one, Tommy. If BP packing up and
BP packing up, but they're packing up, but they turning the game over to someone else.
okay, but it's not due to BP's experience as being Trinidad #1 natural gas producer.
They you could say they raising funds, so they.
Okay, yeah, we partner come. Fox. British Giant is looking to sell assets that have lost productivity. BP is looking to expand its Calypso project in Trinidad and Tobago while offloading less productive assets.
That's what is going on.
Yeah? But, Tommy, if I offloading stuff that's less productive, what does that mean? I'm not making the type of money I used to make previously.
True.
Right? So it's not as profitable because BP and them in the business to make money.
Yeah, and if an asset isn't as lucrative as it once was, or you see that it's slipping, you try to offload it.
Or, Tommy, or is the natural gas in Trinidad and Tobago drying up? My words.
I couldn't say because, I mean, some of the blocks seem to still be giving good output, and some of the companies are talking about ramping up.
Yeah, but my concern is one of the biggest one, the biggest one of the biggest one, and there is something called the bandwagon effect,
Yes.
the bandwagon effect. It's like on the stock market, right? When Warren Buffett invest in a certain stock, a lot of people jump on the bandwagon and invest in that stock also.
True.
In this situation here, where we have our number one BP, number one selling off an asset to someone else, isn't BP onto something with respect to natural gas in Trinidad and Tobago? I'm just asking the question.
Possibly, but I wouldn't be too overly concerned at this time.
No, Tommy, I will be concerned. Here's why I will be concerned. The reason why I'll be concerned is that we have a forex shortage in Trinidad and Tobago, whether you want to believe it or not. We have an editorial on that. We have a forex shortage in Trinidad and Tobago. And where you can get a lot of forex, this company is packing up and going and leaving the country. Not packing up totally.
They're turning it over to someone else. They're not really. They turning a bit of the operation over to someone else. So they're taking some of their monies out. They're taking some of they're cashing in on some of their investment.
Well, Rishi said this. Rishi, welcome. No one leaves green grass. Put it together. We are going downhill. Or if you want to fool yourself and say all is wonderful like crime and the people. Right? Tell me, Rishi going out here.
No, I know no one leaves green grass. Sometimes you need to cash in on some of your investment because BP is not leaving Trinidad altogether.
No, they're not leaving the country, Tommy. But in my estimation, you do not give up something that's making you profitability at the end of the day. These big businesses are in business to make money. You know what that's like? Go ahead, Tommy.
Yeah, especially for their investors.
Correct is right. Because I wonder what's the BP stock? What's the BP stock price? Let me see what's the BP stock price. Let me see something. Let me see this. BP stock price. BP stock price.
Don't just look at the price. Look at some of the recent history.
Hold on. Well, the reason I want to look at the stock price, right? Hold on. BP stock price over the last month. Oh, let me look at it over the last month, right?
Right.
Over the last month. BP stock price over the last month.
Right.
Okay. Where is that there? Okay, they gave me the wrong thing there. Hold on, Okay. BP PLC stock price, New York Stock Exchange symbol BP, a European integrated energy major, has increased by 11% over the last 21 trading days, 1 month, and currently stands at around $34. Right?
Right.
You see, Tommy? $34. BP knows for a fact that if they continue and negative news start to come out about natural gas in Trinidad and Tobago, it's going to have an effect on their stock value. So they're taking in front. They understand these things have an effect on your stock price,
I agree.
The value, You can sit down there and wait for things to happen. When you see something, what is it? See something? Say something?
Say
But
something.
people seeing something and they're doing something. You understand? This is significant, Well, the spin doctors go come and give you a next spin. They will come and spin it for you. X-Man says, when I was at methanol, there was always a problem with getting a reliable supply of natural gas. Yeah? So, and this is just one of the things that we are going through in Trinidad and Tobago. Eh? One of the things. But I want you guys to listen to this. You know, Tommy, you know this guy. I don't remember who sent this to me, but I want you all to listen to what this guy had to say.
Then I look at our leaders who, when they are seeking to serve us, when they are seeking our support, they are humility personified. They kiss babies. They go to the shebeen. They drink from dirty cups. They walk on foot. They smile with us. They take photos with everybody. They discard their security. They are humility personified. They speak the language that we want to hear. They do the things that they think we want to see them do. They delude us. They cheat us. And somehow we accept that they are leaders. But immediately they get what they want. Oh, they have a reverse Pauline conversion. If they were Paul, they go back to being souls. And we can no longer recognize them. When you ring them, their phones are picked by somebody called a PA, whose only claim to fame that he is rude beyond measure. When you go to the offices, they no longer want to see you. When they are driving in the streets, their sirens scare you. While I suspect that those who discovered the siren meant that it should be used for good purposes, for them it is a badge of honor, and they harass us in the streets. They acquire things which they have not worked for. They promise us things that they know they will never deliver. They want to be described as honorable even when they are horrible. These are the men that we have.
So therefore, we have to have what Walter Lippmann, back in 1920 or so, called manufacture of consent. We have to ensure that actual decision-making, actual power is in the hands of what he called a specialized class. Us smart guys, who are going to make the right decisions. And we've got to keep the general population marginalized because they're always going to make mistakes.
Marginalizing meaning?
Reduce them to apathy and obedience. Allow them to participate in the political system, but as consumers, not as true participants. That is, allow them a method for ratifying decisions that are made by others, but eliminate the methods by which they might first, inform themselves, second, organize, and third, act in such a way as to really control decision-making. That is, the idea is our leaders control us, not we control them.
Hear that, Tommy? True.
Yep.
Hear that?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep. It is.
So these are just things that, and we always say here, folks, we always say here that, yes, we discuss politics from both sides of the political divide, but we also want to edify you as well. Right? So when you leave here, you will have gained some sort of brain food. I mean, if you listen to people like Fox Islam, well, no, Fox Islam makes some good points, though. To be honest with you, I mean, it seemed like he have researches information, and that's a good thing. But people like William McLeod, you understand? Rishi says oil and gas is not keeping Trini afloat now. That's why the government open weed so we can ship it and bring it and come to the country. It's guns. Okay, Rishi. Oil and gas industry not keeping Trinidad afloat. It's guns. Why you think government legalize weed?
No, but even that they play the fool with, because the pharmaceuticals is a source, could be a formidable source of forex if they were to organize properly and farm and sell cannabis to the pharmaceutical companies.
Yeah. You know, Tommy, after the break, I normally do the editorial fire audio. I'm gonna do the editorial oral today. And the editorial is on Forex in Trinidad and Tobago. So we're gonna do an editorial on Forex in Trinidad and Tobago because a lot of people, and I have done this a while, but the reason why I decided to do it again is because of a video by Inshan Ishmael. Did you see it?
No, I did not.
Okay, all right. So what I'm gonna do, all right, so let me go to Rishi. Tommy boy, Rishi say if Tommy wants to put his head in the sand, please do. Tommy.
Okay, Rish.
Tommy, I find them fellas be going after you these days. You know.
That's good. It's good. It's good.
If it's not Mean Gene Julian, if it's not Hailey, it's Rishi. I know what Tommy boy. I don't know what it is.
It's all good. It's all good.
Oh, it's all good. All right. It's all good. Yeah. Because no problem. Yeah. Now, I was supposed to play this Renwick Welcome from Sweet Tobago. Yeah. Tommy, I wanted to play this one. No. But before I do that, Tommy, what do you think about this song? I know you heard this song. What do you think about this song? I want to play this song. Listen to this song. You heard Aishasha's song, right? The song with them guys in them? But listen to this.
Coming like, I could do something about this thing, you know. Somebody had to bring back the balance, you know, eh? Yo, Sash.
Okay, what go on, buddy?
You ain't see the way the streets in Trinbago I get bloody.
Shots not ringing out here, dog. My daughter trying to study. And on news before news, it's 2 more dead bodies.
Things are heading downhill, I like it, don't intend to stop. Now my son no sure to come back if I send him to the shop.
There was another pandemic, how the bodies them a drop. Cause every other get a youth trap.
For real. Sometimes I feel like the new music bring badness back in style. Place full of fully dance, man, woman and child.
I wonder if it's cause the people them now hear us for a while. The whole country I get filed, but we fed up of the boom, fed up of the bang, fed up of the warrings, fed up of the gangs, fed up of the violence. Time it fi stop. Time fi bring the country back.
Fed up of the boom, fed up of the bang, fed up of the warring, fed up of the gangs, fed up of the violence. Time it fi stop. Time fi bring the country back. Hey, you see the news last night, Sash?
Kingman a ball.
Hold on, I feel like I didn't see it to the call.
Voila!
See, what go on, brothers? Well, I see 2 great ones calling me. To what do I owe the honors?
Ziggy boy, we trying to reach them, use them on the corners.
Them who giving up the ghost, calling themselves all kind of numbers.
No fuse them in the streets, belly balling out for younger. Till somebody asks them, what team you rocking under?
And them youths lost, and they started when they small.
All the watch vibe now, dog. That's King David trying to call. Yo, David.
Go far right when me know true, but Brett, you know, telling me shots busting up by you.
Dan, and up to now, me a single siren. Yo, switch the video, they Anna call with Ziggy and King.
Serious?
Oh, brother.
It's like a meeting call to order.
Oh, David, nah man, we just happen to link each other.
Well, I don't feel that this just happened. I think now is the time for us to free the youth them mind. Cause we fed up of the boom, fed up of the bang, fed up of the warring, fed up of the gangs, fed up of the violence. Time it fi stop. Time fi bring the country back.
We fed up of the boom, fed up of the bang, fed up of the warring, fed up of the gangs, fed up of the violence. Time it fi stop. Warlord, time fi bring the country back.
Long time was moral pitch and upscotch. Now it's only gunshots everywhere a hot spot.
When music was top notch, now it's only boss clock. So we need to bring the balance for the madness to stop.
Don't want them already, but things are get shredder. Now we need to show the youths how to love one another.
Too much gang warfare and violent time in this time. Who could? Look, fit on the line. Bobo.
King what really going on in this country? Like all them new song making gun factory. Last night they run in a house and kill three.
I know add you talk call with David Sash and Ziggy.
We know saying it's time cause the youth and them blind. And how many more bodies the police must find? And who stands to benefit the most of a crime? Press down to the 6, 7 and the 9. So we fed up at the boom, fed up at the bang, bang, fed up at the warring, fed up at the gangs, fed up at the violence. Time it fi stop, time fi bring the country back. Fed up at the boom, fed up at the bang, fed up at the warring, fed up at the gangs, fed up at the violence. Time it fi stop, come on, time fi bring the country back.
The country fed up at the violence. Fed up at the violence.
Yeah.
Cause it never really make no sense.
One do them.
Some of them little youth man like them skull dead.
Fed up at the gangs.
What says you, Tommy?
Max, all the way up.
So you're Tommy in on that one.
Oh, I loved it. Yeah, I heard it before. I love it.
Tommy, I love the music, you know. But I have some concerns. If it is similar to Kareem's Ashe, poverty is no excuse for crime.
Wait a minute. How did you get there?
How did I get there? So you want me to explain how I get there?
Yeah, I want to know why you want to compare that to Kareem Ashe's Poverty is No Excuse for Crime.
Here's why, Tommy. I hear about the 6 and I hear about the 7s.
Mm-hmm.
And I hear nothing about the government. Yeah, KFC. Oh, hold on. My bad. Yeah, KFC, I hear you now. Here we go.
I said, apologize to everyone. The last time when we had a breakdown, you were trying to get through, but
yeah.
Technical breakdown.
Yeah, we had some technical difficulties last time, but we solved them as quickly as possible. And we back up and running today. Thank you guys for staying with us.
But one shit, you know, I call every TNTC program, right? Because I the first one I saw it on the morning show now.
Yeah.
So I call every TNTC, but I read this song number 1. So while I come out with that song, so they got all that crime that murder and thing, and I said that campaign song.
KFC.
That don't go there.
But no, go there. You could go there here. Go there.
Yeah.
I listen to that, and you see people, Mystic Prowler sing a song. You have to look below the surface, and I look below the surface of that song, you know.
Yeah.
And
all that tribulation we going through within the country, then come out with that song just wrong election time. And that's what that one the Rasta one the yours and MP and that platform campaigning and Sasha.
Yeah. KFC, let me give you a round of applause. Again, you a round of applause for that one. Nah, you like a round of applause.
Yeah, man.
Bless.
Love in the house.
Bless. Tommy, that is why, you see that? Hold on. And when we come back, I want to play Mystic Prowler song, Below the Surface. You see, Tommy, from the time, first of all, when I saw Sasha, I said, all right, let me see what you come in with. Nice song, you know. Nice song. Lyrically, splendiferous. Marvelous. Nice song. But I look below the surface of that song. Anytime them fellas start to call the 6 and the 7s, and they ain't calling the government, they lose me right there. They lost me. Totally lost me. They lose me. What them fellas doing is blaming them young fellas and them for everything happening. And I have a next video about a next guy who gone up and he went up by Cayman 6. And them fellas and them, you should hear how them fellas and them talking. And talking about the government and what the government doing to them and how they just treat them. In my estimation, Tommy, you had to come a little better than that. For folks, we're going to go for a quick station identification. It's Sunday Talk, Let's Talk Politics with yours truly, Professor Washington and Uncle Tommy on WZYE 95.9 FM. We're going to go for a quick break and we'll be right back after this. Don't go nowhere. Stick and stay. Let me get this right here. We'll be right back after this.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
Tommy, we are back with you. It's Sunday Talk, Let's Talk Politics with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM.
Oh, right back at you. It's the Kid 50 Cent.
This is your boy WZYE, baby.
Yo, what it does, this your homie Rick Ross.
This is your boy Gucci Man LaFleur.
You're in the mix with Sunday Talk, Let's Talk Politics with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
It's crazy, you heard me?
Hey, I'm Ariana Grande. Hey, yo, this Cardi B. What's up? It's Megan Thee Stallion.
You're in the mix with Sunday Talk, Let's Talk Politics with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
Check this out, it's DJ Khaled.
This is Post Malone. Yes, that little Chico Pitbull.
You're in the mix with Sunday Talk, Let's Talk Politics with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
Frustration get the better of you and make you do things you should never do. You got to keep the faith, you can't surrender. You never know, tomorrow may be brighter. Behind every dark cloud, there's a silver lining. So don't give up hope now. We gotta keep on trying.
Sometimes I just get angry when I see somebody watch an ex-man achievement and declare that was easy. They don't see all the struggle and all the failure. They quickly form allegiance to toast the winner. But in this life, there's a truth, and every tree you see have a root. And it's from way below the surface you bring up your food. Now Thomas Edison, the light bulb inventor, he stood out time he failed before the bulb could light. And when he reached age 67, a fire caused him 2 million. That's when the studio burned to the ground one December night. But he stood strong, faithful to his craft. And 3 weeks later, release his first phonograph. You see, he had the stuff great men are made of. It's the stuff you could miss unless you look below the surface. I said he had the stuff great men are made of. It's the stuff you could miss unless you look below the surface.
And we're back to you. And Tommy, that's all I'm saying. I am saying that, and KFC prompt me. I am saying that when I heard that song, I look below the surface. I look below the surface. And a lyrically inclined song, excellent, all kind of thing. Eh? All kind of thing. Yeah, but I was like, I was shocked and amazed. You understand? Anytime I hear them start to talk about the 6 and the 7, and they ain't talking about the one is the government, you know. Yeah, the one is the government. Because the one giving the 6 and the 7 contracts and thing, you know. Them fellas up there, you know. How we go remove them from the equation? Nah. They gotta come better than that. Nice song. That's why I put it in the Korean Ashe. Poverty is no excuse for crime.
I get your picture.
Them only making things worse, you know. Rather than them singing a song, why did they go up in them guys' communities and sit down and talk with them if they're not doing it? I think that's more important, because you know what making it worse? They're calling them fellas and them, the gang and them, the 6 and the 7 in this song. They're calling them. Where is the responsibility of the government of Trinidad and Tobago? The government of Trinidad and Tobago leave buildings to get abandoned in Canada, and they go and turn south for a building owned by CGA. Them turning south all over the country. All of a sudden, general election in the year, they turning south, they having lottery, they having book grant, all kind of thing. People didn't need book grants before, Tommy?
Of course they did.
People didn't need houses before?
They have needed housing for many years.
And then we have people on the RPNM radio station talking about, when I tell them about the lottery, I don't know where a man person win a lottery in the world, and you have to go and apply after you win the lottery. You win the lottery, and you have to go and qualify after you win it. Only make it make sense now, man. 250 people win a lottery. Yeah, KFC.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. Wall Street, and good afternoon, Uncle Tommy. Wall Street, I hear anybody, I call it professor, I want no lawsuit. But Wall Street, we be real, we are in the ground, look how much more that's going on last year. So I didn't come with positive song and I flip the country just so a sudden election, then they come with a positive song. Like I Shaggy to get money or what? To come with that song or what?
I hear that song, and me, I'm playing, you know. I had it, you know. I'm playing, you know. I'm playing, but I see, you know what? Let me play it today.
Let me be real, it's a nice song, you know, Wall Street.
A nice song.
It's a nice uplifting song, you know,
yeah. It's a nice song, but they leave out the important lyrics. They leave it out. You think them fellas stupid? Election coming up, you know. When your election come up,
looking for a bone, you know. And I Sasha always on them PNM campaign, always on them PNM campaign train, you know.
Let him go and sing anything. Let him sing anything with a P, a N, and a M in it now. Or it look like it has something to do with them. Look like it.
Yeah, you rock a time, you rock with four-star comments, you know.
But you know,
the
man know where EF coming from, you know. You know where EF, you know, eat food coming from, you know. I ain't go game wrong, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not upset with him, you know. Me not upset with him.
Me game wrong. I see all kind of talk about book grant. They start to get about housing.
All kind of thing. All kind of thing. And that book grant is our next election gimmick. It's an election gimmick.
I don't know if people calling and complaining already, but they show you how to do some mean steps before you get that book grant. You gotta go through red tape before you get that book grant.
Yeah.
And then the bottom of the barrel on Wall Street.
$1,000. $1,000. $1,000. A book grant. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Bless.
I look to a listen.
Yeah, man. Bless. No, Tommy. You see, when you see them fellas in them, you have to give them credit, you know. They're wise, you know. Because Aisha does sing for the PNM. Aisha does sing for the PN. You know, Tommy, I ain't gonna lie to you. From the first time I see Aisha in the first one, I think I said that's a PNM song. I said that song ain't gonna say nothing about the government. Nothing. Not one thing. None. And lo and behold, I was accurate. Talking about the 6 and the 7. Look. Them fellas and them that get real, man. Renwick, welcome. Yeah, X-Men. CMOS is a superfood in the US. Trinidad is blessed with CMOS, yet be looking to diversify into traditional medication. Yeah. You know, we why? Eh? What about pineapple chow? Eh, Tommy?
Yeah.
What about that? Eh? Oh, God. Innovative. Tommy, we could get any pineapple chow here in Jersey. We just get pineapple chow. I know that. We don't get no pineapple chow here in New Jersey. We don't get that. X1 on to the run. What happened to Dennis the Menace? Big meeting in Bago 2 weeks ago. Yeah, Dennis. I sent Dennis the Menace, I think, to come in the village. He even answered myself. Yeah? Them fellas just come big and tell you, send them things, send me. And they even come in. Love and happiness on this blessed day to all. Thank you highly. Judy, welcome. Blessed evening, Wall Street, Uncle Tommy. Yeah. Thank you.
Good evening, Judy.
Rishi says, I was in Singapore and a guy told me if the government enforce rules, put death penalty, Trini will go poor. It will have no money, only what people work for. Trini living on bribes and drugs and guns. Oh God. X-Men, I know that it wasn't Miss Ashe write that song, and I think it's Christoph. I feel like by the name Christoph, Tommy. You know him?
Yeah.
I mean, you know of him, right? Yeah, he's a very good writer. He's a very good writer. Ben Maha, welcome. The Port of Spain Revitalization Project. Hi. Look at how Washington, D.C. crime rate dropped after the D.C. government took control of real estate developers there. We just let things go down the drain so we could build more things. We just let things deteriorate, Tommy, so we could build more things. Tommy, I still can't get over this, you know. I can't get over those buildings I saw in Canada. And the government going and build new apartments stone throw away from there. I don't get that. What am I missing, man? I had to be missing something, Tommy. Oh, you know what? I know what I'm missing. Did I say I don't like the PNM? And I hate Dr. Rowley. That's what I say. Yeah. Okay, that's what I say.
The hill's gonna get gentrified.
But that's, Tommy, that's what they want to know. That's what they want to know. That's exactly what they want to know. And I'm saying to the people, all you don't let them move all you out there. Don't care what it is. All you stay there. Stay there. Make sure you get all your deed. Make sure you get everything for your land and everything handed down from one to the next, to the next, to the next. The only place, one of the few places in the world, I don't know what it is like in Jamaica. If up the hills is where most of the poor people live, and at the bottom is where most of the rich people live. We do it opposite here in the United States of America.
Rich people live up top.
Yeah, rich people live up the hill, and the poor people live at the bottom of the hill.
In the valley.
In the valley. There we go. Walls, when you're having TC and Heavy as guest host, yeah, we go try something with that. Rose, welcome. How are you doing, Rose? Long time no here.
Hey, how you doing, Rosie?
Yeah. All right. So Hailey says, singing about the problem is information for who don't know the reality of the cause and problem. But the problem continues because there is no conclusion of the problem, no solution at all for youth. Yeah, singing a song like that. Nice song, you know. But I still I don't want to hear no more. I don't want to hear no more of them songs. Who's Marcus Gabriel? Let me see if I find that. I listen about some Marcus Gabriel. Let me see. You have a song? Tell me about this song?
No, let's see.
Marcus Gabriel. Let me C-U-S. Hailey, what's the name of this song? Marcus Gabriel.
That's not a religious singer.
I don't know, I don't know. Marcus M. Gabriel, is that who it is? Hailey, tell me the name of this song. Mena? Is it Mena? Three Kings? Tell me the name of the song, Hailey. I'll look for it and I'll go play it. Yeah. All right. Ban me, huh? All right. You see that song? You see that song you see there? We play that song here. We just play that song. D Diamond. Eyes on the Hills. That's right. Okay. Since I want Tommy, let me digress here a little bit. I want to play that song for Ban Me, huh? Yeah, we go play that one. That's a good one. That's a very good one. See? All right, look at you. D Diamond song. Although don't hear this song again in Trinidad and Tobago either. Listen to it.
I will lift my eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. Is melting in Alaska. This is what the scientists say. So many countries will be underwater, but I don't want to see that day. All the buildings they put up on the waterfront, is he going to come and take what she wants? Down in Westmoreland, them people know the mansion sinking, so they have their eyes on the hill. So while you planning to shoot and kill, they have their eyes on the hill. Why you think drugs and guns continue to flourish still? They have their eyes on the hill. Every time they lock you up, is your grandparents did and will. They have their eyes on the hill. On the hill. That beautiful hill. Lavendale. They have their eyes on the hill. Check these schools in Lavendale. walls, not an icon. This was done deliberately to send the youths the wrong direction. When there is no one to look up to, drugs and guns just get red value. So the youths get caught up in a get-rich scheme, trying to fulfill an illusion dream. So while you're planning to shoot and kill, they have their eyes on the hill. When they plan to relocate, you did fit the bill. They have their eyes on the hill. No longer desperados, but you with the thrill. They have their eyes on the hill. On the hill, that beautiful hill. Laugh until they have their eyes on the hill. Such a beautiful place. The best view in the country. The best piece of real estate. Also Angostura and Fernandez, Toyota and Milan Massey, Citrus Growers, CGA, Myers and TSTT. Continue to take money at the foothills of Lavante. But when you are there, no matter how you qualify, about your dress you must tell a lie. So when you're planning to shoot and kill, they have their eyes on the hill. While community leaders want their pocket filled, they have their eyes on the hill. No longer the banks will give you a loan to build. They have their eyes on the hill. On the hill, that beautiful hill. Laugh until they have their eyes on the hill. You never hear about these success stories coming out from Laventille. All they highlight is the negative things that flow from the hill. Remember this young lady who took the country in CXC. The public must understand this very situation is about land acquisition. So while you're planning to shoot and kill, they have their eyes on the hill. Right now they don't have no land that they could backfill, so they have their eyes on the hill. On your forbearance foundation, you refuse to build. They have their eyes on the hill. On the hill, that beautiful hill. Laugh until they have their eyes on the hill.
So there you have it, folks. There you have it, Tommy. Yeah? They have their eyes on the hill. Yeah? Ban Meha, thank you very much. You bring back memories for us here. Because we play that song quite often here on WZYE 95.9 FM. Tommy, your mic is muted. Yeah. Eiley says, certain mina. Eiley, go look for that one. Just keep remind me, okay? I'll play that one. Khalid Purcell, welcome. Good evening to you as well.
Welcome, Khalid.
Yeah. I'm fed up. Tell the citizens of the East-West corridor, the 1% have their eyes on the hill and it confirmed by Anna.
Is Kaiso, that is Chinbego Kaiso, Uncle Tony.
Welcome to the show.
Listen, that is Calypso.
Yep.
That is Calypso.
Yep.
You understand? You could get information out of that.
Yep.
Yeah? You could get information. Not that thing what I and them talking about the 26 and the 7 and all this kind of, you know what I mean? Come on, man. Come on, man. And listen, plenty people go like that. Yeah. I. Anyway, for me, I wanted to do the editorial. So let me do the editorial now on Forex shortage in Trinidad and Tobago. Okay, let me get it here. Hold on, So folks, don't call because
the editorial is being read now.
Yeah, the editorial is being read now. So, is there a Forex shortage in Trinidad and Tobago? Yes, there is a Forex shortage in Trinidad and Tobago. The country's foreign exchange reserve have been declining in recent years due to a number of factors, including the decline in oil prices, the COVID-19 pandemic, and the Russia-Ukraine war. This has made it difficult for businesses and individuals to obtain foreign currency, such as US dollars, which are needed to import goods and services. The Central Bank of Trinidad and Tobago has taken a number of measures to address the Forex shortage, including selling foreign currency to authorized dealers, increasing interest rate, and imposing foreign exchange controls. However, these measures have had limited success so far. The Forex shortage is expected to persist in Trinidad and Tobago for the foreseeable future. This is likely to have a negative impact on the economy, as it will make it more difficult for businesses to operate and for individuals to travel and purchase imported goods. Here are some of the causes of the Forex shortage in Trinidad and Tobago. 1. Decline in oil prices. Trinidad and Tobago is a major oil exporter, and the decline in oil prices in recent years has led to a decline in government revenue. This has reduced the amount of foreign currency that the government has to spend on imports. 2. COVID-19 pandemic. The COVID-19 pandemic has also had a negative impact on the economy of Trinidad and Tobago. The pandemic has led to a decline in tourism and business activity, which has reduced the demand for foreign currency. 3. Russian-Ukraine war. The Russia-Ukraine war has also contributed to the Forex shortage in Trinidad and Tobago. The war has led to an increase in the price of oil and other commodities, which has increased the cost of imports. The Forex shortage is having a negative impact on the economy of Trinidad and Tobago. Businesses are struggling to obtain foreign currency to import goods and services, and individuals are finding it difficult to travel and purchase imported goods. The government is also facing challenges in paying for imports and servicing its debt. The government is taking a number of measures to address the Forex shortage, but these measures are likely to take time to have an impact. the forex shortage is likely to persist in Trinidad and Tobago for the foreseeable future. So there you have it, folks. An editorial on the forex shortage in Trinidad and Tobago. And as you can see, as you can hear, that forex shortage is going to continue for the foreseeable future. The government can say what they want. They can come and try to mislead you, but that is a fact. Now, I see Stephen Young come into the village, and I can tell you, Tommy, that Stephen Young is a PNM. Okay. I know them, Tommy. I know them, because
that's your Young's brother.
I don't know. He can answer it for himself. I don't know. But I know Stephen Young is a PNM. Here's why I know Stephen Young is a PNM, because Stephen Young put a post on WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. And I'm not even going to read the post. But Stephen, welcome to Indie Village. I know you're going to learn quite a few things that you come in here. You put a link in there, but I can't do nothing with the link because we cannot open links in the chat. But you could send it to the WhatsApp number. Send it to the WhatsApp number now. Let me see what it is. Yeah? Let me see here. Darren says, Banmea says, Wall Street, so why is the IMF advising TNT government to remove all forex restrictions? That's a good question.
Very good question.
That's a very good question. Very good question. I don't think I have the answer, nah? To be honest with you. Tommy, you want to take a shot at that?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't know. Darren says we're suffering for forex shortage because somebody decided to shut down the oil refinery. Yeah. Corruption, lies, and deception. Oh, all right. So Banmea said there was an article in the TNT Guardian. IMF called for removal of forex restrictions. Oh, okay. Banmea, I understand that. Anthony Wilson, consultant business editor, a staff mission from the International Monetary Fund yesterday said it again. Encourages the Ministry of Finance and the Central Bank to remove all restrictions on current international transactions as a means of creating a more investment-friendly business environment that will drive the diversification of the TNT economy. But Banmea, you remember the Prime Minister stand on our platform and say, "Oh, they're talking about the diversify the economy, diversify the economy." Don't you remember that?
Yep.
You remember that? Them fellas, what diversification them fellas want to diversify? And I will ask this question again. Name me three in let me make it easier. Name me one innovative project that we have had in Trinidad and Tobago over the last 9 years. One innovative project. And don't tell me about no farming, Don't tell me about people could go and get farming and things. That's not innovation. Name me an innovative project. As a matter of fact, let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. Let me just give you all an example. Watch this. Watch this, Tommy. Here we go. This is an innovative idea. This is what we talk about innovation.
This is incredible. What you are looking at is the first maglev train to run on normal existing train tracks. This groundbreaking innovation from IronLev is truly a game changer. Unlike the existing maglev systems, IronLev doesn't require dedicated tracks. Instead, this technology allows us to benefit from all the advantages of maglev trains without having to build new infrastructure. This means that high-speed travel will become very accessible, making transportation faster and more efficient.
Let me play that again.
This is incredible. What you are looking at is the first maglev train to run on normal existing train tracks. This groundbreaking innovation from IronLev is truly a game changer. Unlike the existing maglev systems, IronLev doesn't require dedicated tracks. Instead, this technology allows us to benefit from all the advantages of maglev trains without having to build new infrastructure. This means that high-speed travel will become very accessible, making transportation faster and more efficient.
When we talk about innovation, that is what we call innovation. Some of the things that we need to do in Trinidad and Tobago, right? And part of the problem that we have is that we have become a country where we have no innovation. I'm saying no, zero, no, duck innovation. And especially over the last 9 years. All right? And Tommy, this is where that piece came from with respect to the forex shortage. I'll listen to Inch and Ishmael.
Let me just deep breathe here a little bit.
COP, I decided to take the call because it's you. Go ahead, COP.
Wall Street, good afternoon to you, Wall Street.
Good afternoon.
And good afternoon to you, Uncle Tony. Good afternoon to and Tobago and people from all over the world that listen to this broadcast. Wall Street, let me say first, you start this program the right way, talk show host supposed to start this program. You start this program with to educate, to inform. Uncle Tony just bring the entertainment part in it. And the educational part and that part. You see that words of wisdom that you play when you now start? I would like you to give me that clip, please. That is something that home should play every day. Every day when you wake up in the morning.
Correct.
Home should play those things.
Every day.
Wow. That if in Trinidad and Tobago we have talk show programs and radio play these things, the future of our country will benefit so much because they will be educated. Knowledge will prevail in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Right now I can't say it's prevailing. Right now we're going down. Down. Kaiso, that calypso you play there, how we don't hear that in Trinidad? So, and I want to tell people like Gypsy and NCC, when people sing nation building Kaiso like this, all it doesn't put them in the tent, all it doesn't let them sing for carnival, but it's nice to know that you play that song Wall Street, because these kind of songs and them is what will motivate the future of this country, and we don't really get that. So
and COP,
sad that
COP, I want to cut you. Yeah, COP. And I personally, COP, you see that song what Aisha Shah and them sing there? Them fellas had to come better than that. You know? Them had to come better than that. Seriously.
I agree with you. I agree with you. And they play in my home.
Yeah, I listen to this song and I say, but wait now, boy. All you talking about 6 and 7 and all you talk nothing about the government.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, go ahead.
And 6 and 7 was 2 and 3 when Rowley was in opposition. 6 and 7 was 2 and 3. Them was 2 years old and 3 years old when Dr. Rowley was campaigning and saying I make a better life. But I sasha them some music here play in my home. In my view, they had to apologize to society and speak about why Dr. Rowley closed down Petrotrin and why he sent home so much of people. That is what they had to sing about. And when they could sing about them things, the things that matters in life, I would say, yeah, they're artists. Right now, I don't classify them as artists. I classify them as PNM activists looking to fill the pocket. And the big boys and them watching Lavantil. That is how I see it. Why is the activists looking to fill the pocket? The big boys and them watching the hills. Because the man mentioned some kind of thing in that song. But it's sad. It's sad to know that is what we accept in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Your editorial, give it 10 out of 10. And I will ask you to do an editorial every time you come on to. Because those editorials and them, based on facts, the future of this country will benefit it. Why we don't have Forex in this country? Uncle Tony?
Yes.
Shh. It's our minister, brother. Open 2 banks already, and another TT bank. You hear, Uncle Tony?
Why you ain't happy with the Forex?
In 9 years' time, he had 2 banks, not in Trinidad, and it's not no TT, and no Guyanese dollar. They say it's US. How it? You see why we having problem? You see why we having problem? A minister that say they coming to represent and call out to represent their constituency, they becoming millionaires in Trinidad and Tobago. How could you work for all kind of $30 million in 9 years' time, and the citizens of this country, they work for no kind of money? What should I just want to say one thing? And this is a piece of history. In the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, Uncle Tony, we spent over $4 trillion from 1956 to 2024. We spent over $4 trillion. And out of that $4 trillion, Kamala Prasad Bisesa administration spent $249 billion out of that $4 trillion. Should I say Kamala is a bad one? Should I say she mislead the people? The person who spent least with 125 schools, 9 police stations, 7 fire stations, and old age pension went up twice. Ask Dr. Rowley and the PNM what them do with over 3-point-something trillion dollars. And I must cuss Kamala all the way. Thank you, Wall Street.
Yeah, man. Going down, boy. COP. To me, COP is getting your case, but you like
it's all good.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, yeah. I don't want anyway. All your
I saw an article. I didn't read it in depth. That was saying that Kamala can't win.
Oh, I think I saw that one. You know, I go look for it. I think I saw that one. You know, Tommy, let me say this. Everybody know that we are very factual in our rant and rave. You know, we like to be factual, you know. I think, Tommy, in my estimation, that I want to say that I think that the UNC have a better chance under Kamala Prasad Bisesa than someone else. What says you? Do you tell me or you tell me out on that?
At this point, I have to say yes.
Okay, yeah. And this is coming from a person who have never supported another party in Trinidad and Tobago. Right? I believe, in my estimation, right now, if the UNC was to make a change to someone else, there's a great possibility that I mean, there are people who are still going to vote for that person regardless. That's just the way it is. But I believe that at this point in time, Kamala Prasad Bisesa has a following more than anyone else in the UNC at this point in time. I could be wrong. I don't know much about the UNC politics. I have to admit it. I don't know much what's going on inside the UNC, right? I don't know. But as an outsider looking in, that's what I would say. I would say that Mrs. Kamala Persad-Bissessar have a better chance at defeating Prime Minister Rowley and the PNM in the next election if she was to stay rather than they were to change to a new political leader. That's my opinion. I could be wrong, and I don't have any inside information.
What do you think? What do you think about the posture that everybody has to come over to the UNC and there'll be no other party but the UNC?
I don't think that's accurate though, because the NTA is going to be the NTA. The NTA already, Gary Griffith already signed up for. Well, not signed up. Well, put his hat in the ring for St. Joseph. You know what, Tommy? In my estimation, come election time, the UNC and the NTA will sit down in our back room and they go work things out, and they go decide who's going to go where and who's going to do what.
Okay, because we are very set and know that the TPP is going to remain the TPP.
Right, the TPP is the TPP.
PDP might be a spoiler in that race that could create some problems for the TPP. But based on those that we have talked to so far, seems as though the PNM don't stand a chance in Tobago anymore.
Well, you know, Tommy, elections are funny things, you know. As a matter of fact, Tommy, right? There is another editorial on election gerrymandering. You know what that is?
Yes.
We know what that is here in the United States of America. In my estimation, you see what happened with that EBC there? That's what you call election gerrymandering. And we go play something about that too. That is election gerrymandering. You know why, Tommy? There was some election gerrymandering in Tobago, but it didn't work. Right? And we know
it actually worked against.
Correct. But it was still election gerrymandering. You know? William McLeod, maybe you need to look that up to see what that means. I don't know if you're sure if you might know what that means. You want Richard Young. No, Richard Young might know because he might be related to Stuart Young. So I don't know. Yeah, look up election gerrymandering. You will see what that is. All right? But you know, Tommy, all these things are coming too close for comfort. For example, a lottery, 250 houses. You win the lottery, but you ain't really win the lottery. You still have to come in for us to interview you. We still have to qualify you to find out whether you win. So 250 people could end up to be just 10 people, right? Getting a house.
So it's a lottery or latrine?
No, it was a lottery. It was a lottery. It's not a latrine. It was a lottery, right? But a gimmick lottery. A gimmick. Another gimmick. To say that, well, we had a lottery, 250 people not qualify. 250 people not even win. 250 people names were selected. That is what it is. That was a selection, not a lottery. You know what that could be like, boy. I don't even have an example for that. But they were selected in order to be qualified.
I have a person who's been on the list trying to get a house for maybe 25 years now or so. So I said to him, I called him up. Well, he called me up, I think. And I said to him, hey, you saw they had a lottery lately. He said to me, Stoops. I said, why? He said, that's a waste of time. I said, what do you mean a waste of time? He said, a lottery and that's just a gimmick. I say, what? He says to me, I've given up on the HGC for housing. I say, why? He said, when I was 40, I would have taken a mortgage, but now it's how many years later? I don't want a mortgage. You see, if they call me right now, the only thing I would do is probably rent from them.
And there you go. There you go. So most intelligent people know that this so-called selection / lottery is a gimmick. It's a RPNM gimmick. It's a gimmick. No doubt about it. It's a gimmick. A first-class gimmick. That's gimmick number 1. Gimmick number 2 is that book grant. That's our next gimmick. Another election gimmick. Right? An election gimmick. Gimmick number 3, well, there's several of them. Them turning ceremonies all across the country. Them is gimmick number 3. Them is gimmicks number 3. They're turning sod all over the place. And they turn us sod down by CGA for a housing project. And they have 4, is it 4 or 3? Anyway, they have a certain amount of abandoned buildings up in Canada sitting down there that will cost less money than to go and start a whole new project in CGA. Why they ain't gonna look? Why they ain't gonna take care of that? Why? Nah, they ain't taking care of that because people have to be paid. People have to be paid. And when you have to pay people, you have to have plenty projects. You can't pay people if you don't have projects, you know. You cannot be rewarded if you don't have projects. So they're going to continue to have project after project after project. And who benefits from them projects? Poor people does benefit. Them HDC house is 500,000 for a house. 500,000. Tommy, where you going to qualify for a house of 500,000? Which CPEP worker could qualify for a house of 500,000? Which CPEP worker?
None.
They still have URP? They still have URP?
I'm not sure.
If they have URP, which URP worker could qualify for that?
But URP has an unemployment relief program.
But that's a permanent. No, that's a permanent relief program. It's not an unemployment relief program. It's a permanent relief program.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's permanent. That lasts forever.
So that should be PRP then.
PRP, yeah. The permanent unemployment relief program. The PURP.
So the PURP.
Yeah. PURP. There we call it from now on, the PURP. PURP. The permanent unemployment relief program. PURP. That's the should change our name to PURP. That is it. Unemployment relief program. Yeah? Which person working in URP could qualify for one of them house? Which person working in Kentucky Fried Chicken or Royal Castle or what is that coffee place, Tommy? Rituals or Massey Stores or one of them. Which one of them people could qualify for one of them house? Them only fooling people, yes? Yeah? The most innovative project we had in Trinidad and Tobago is the TPP. Here comes Capitan. PRMIs pull out the white man train tracks with their teeth. Oh, God. Capitan. X-Man said the only innovation we have in Trinidad and Tobago is the Tobago's People Party. Ban may I say, can't even run on Amazon so in TT because of Forex restrictions. Let me play this thing before we go. Let's listen to this one. Listen to this one. This is where the Forex thing came from.
Let me just debreeze here a bit. I just came out of Republic Bank Valpark. Met with one of the senior big Sawatis. I told him, you know, sometime later on this month, I'll be flying out You know, normally I try to go ever so often and do my medical checkups and all those things. So I will be heading out to do that. And he looks at me and he says, well, how much US you want? I say, really? I say, okay. I need 10,000 US. Right? He looks at me and he smiles. I say, okay, no problem. I also asked, I told them that with the new cycle with the foreign exchange, your card, let me just pull up on the side here so this thing don't shake up. Right? With the cycle with the foreign exchange, where Republic Bank cut your card in half, it depends on when the cycle is, and that is how much you'll get. So my son decided, well, okay, he'll go in the trip with me. So fine, I said, no problem, because we are leaving almost to the end of this month. And the gentleman turns to me and they give me, well, let's see if I have it here, right? All right. 1, 2. This is what I got from Republic Bank for 2 persons going away, traveling for about 4 days at the end of the month. $600 US. And you're not even sure that your credit card is going to have money because of the cycle. We are being treated less than equals in this country. It's like the animal farm syndrome all over, and we don't care. All we can do is talk and yap on Facebook and TikTok, and that is it. We do nothing else. We tolerate this. We have to go now and look, hey boy, you have any US to sell, and literally beg. And these same banks are getting billions of dollars to distribute to who the hell they want, while we, the average citizens, catch we tail and flutter them out like dogs. Imagine that. 600 stinking US dollars, right? 600 US for me and my son. 600 US to spend for 4 or 5 days. Republic Bank Valpak. I hardly get anything for my business at that bank. And this is why I think legally something has to be done. We as the citizens have to come together and we have to do something. Our business is suffering. Our business is floating at the mouth. We cannot use credit cards to do business. Whereas there are some people bringing in millions of dollars of US in cars, and nobody has seen nothing. The FIU blind, the banks blind, the Board of Inland Revenue, everybody blind. There are people bringing in containers of this product, that product, and every month is a different thing. And they get in US without a problem. But I have to float at the mouth to get some US. I have to float and catch my nenen to get some US. This is where it reaches in this country. This is where we are at. This is how shameless things are in this country right now. And it shames me to see that this is where we have reached. I don't know when it's going to end. I don't know. But I am so fed up. You could hear it in my voice. I am so fed up of this nonsense every single day. Today I saw a press conference with Dinesh Shambali. And I agree with the man. If Kamala goes back there, it's Rowley 100% back again. And we cannot afford to put Rowley back again. Those who want Kamala back, is either something wrong with all up here, or all you just like the nonsense. All you just like Rowley there. Those who want Kamala prefer to see Rowley back there again. What is Kamala and the opposition doing for us businessmen who are suffering right now? What are they doing? Kamala does not even look after her own constituency, but yet it is you have these stupid people continue to support her. When will it end? When is it going to end? And when are we going to say it has to end? God knows. I just fed up. I am real fed up now.
Sorry.
So there you have it, folks. Inshan Ismail talking about Forex and when to talk about Kamala Prasad on the UNC. So folks, we're going to go for a quick station identification. It's Sunday Talk Politics on WZYE 95.9 FM. We'll be right back after this short message. Don't go nowhere. Stick and stay. We have a lot more for you. A lot more coming up. We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE LP 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
It raises a question, ladies and gentlemen. If they cannot speak the truth in small things, imagine what they will do in big things.
I want to send a message to Black Stalin. It have some people that need burning. With honest people, you know where you stand. But not so with deceitful ones. For them, black is white and last could be first. About the truth, they couldn't care less. What was wrong for them yesterday? Now 10 times worse, they have nothing to say. For everything they was complaining, now their silence is deafening. So Black Stalin, now to you I turn. Them deceitful people must burn. Rowdy shut down Petro train, they say not a word. Fire to burn them. No foreign exchange, they yet to be heard. Fire to burn them. It's 6 times he raised the gas price. When we was producing it, they had it nice. But it's protest like rain, they go burn down flat. If UNC did do that, so Stalin, light your fire. We cannot wait any longer. Stalin, time to burn them deceitful men and women. What is right and wrong is wrong, whether it is spoken or put in song. Those who fear the truth, them hypocrite, will always hate the people who speak in it. There's 5 and 6 murders every day, with bullets and bloodshed everywhere. People are living in gripping fear, while the police tell you to pray. And the only reason you're still alive is nobody ready to take your life. For the right price, you could be history. That is where crime reaches sweet and clean. Now it's arm home invasion from them, not our word. Fire to burn them. Daily drive-by killings, they yet to be heard. Fire to burn them. People charged with murder could escape jail, cause under the PNM they will get bail. But it's protest like rain, they go burn down flat. If UNC did do that, so Stalin, light your fire. We cannot wait any longer. Stalin, time to burn them in the set of deceitful PNM. People losing jobs every day, while there's more taxes we have to pay. But all them snake in the Balizé, not one word you would hear them say. And food prices going up daily, you can't buy food for your family, while government live in luxury. Inflation strangling everybody. And for the sick and the elderly, they can't buy drugs in the pharmacy. But there's none so blind, the Bible tell me, than those who have eyes and refuse to see. Now it's property tax, they're very quiet. Fire to condemn. Increase light bill, they're very silent. Fire to condemn. Them but boasting how they quiet, because as B&M they wouldn't riot. But it's protest like rain, they go burn down flat, flat, flat. If UNC did do that, so Stalin, light your fire. We cannot wait any longer. Stalin, time to run there, time to burn out the PLM.
So, folks, we are back with you. It's Sunday Talk. Let's talk politics with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. The reason why I stopped this song is because Fox Islam says, Darren Red, I think the EBC created 3 more constituency for the next election. Response, 41 plus 3 equal to 44. Go check your information again. Tommy, did you hear that?
No, I did not hear that. I'm now hearing it. But I would tend to think that the EBC wouldn't create an even number anymore.
Correct is right. Correct is right. But let me do it for you. We Google it. Fox Islam, you know, it is sad, you know. We Google it, right? Listen, here it is. Fact check. The boundary, the Elections and Boundaries Commission in Trinidad and Tobago has made changes to constituency for the next general election. Here are details. Rename constituencies. As a matter of fact, we actually have an audio about this, you know. We go play that too. Aruka Maloney is now Trincity Maloney. Dabadi O'Meara has been renamed to Malabar Mausika. Lupino Borneo West is now Aruka Lupino. St. Joseph has been renamed as Arangua St. Joseph. Pointe-a-Pierre is now known as Claxton Bay. Boundary changes. Some voters have moved into or out of neighboring constituencies. These changes affect a total of 16 constituencies. The EBC reviewed constituency names to more accurately reflect the geographical areas encompassed within each constituency. The adjustments were based on building patterns analyzed by GIS, community mappings, and identification of representative communities. Listen, Fox Islam, listen to this. You take out your radio plugs, take them out. No. Don't leave the left one in. Take out the left one too. Okay. Wait. Folks, just a minute. He's taking it out. Fox Islam. He took out the red earplugs. Okay, here we go. The total number of constituencies in Trinidad and Tobago remains at 41. The EBC hinted at future name changes to constituency beyond the 5 already named, recommended these changes in a phased basis. The EBC goal is to ensure that each constituency electorate falls within the permissible limits, not more than 110% or less than 90% of the total electorate divided by the number of constituencies on each island. For example, in Trinidad, the permissible limit results in the average of 28,079 people per constituency. In Tobago, the permissible limits yield an average of 26,082 people per constituencies. These adjustments aim to enhance representation and maintain fairness in electoral boundaries. So, I don't understand where Fox Islam, send us the link now. We just, as a matter of fact, let me save this. So I could send this on next time. Yeah? And that's what we do here. When we get information, we think that somewhat off base, somewhat.
We fact check it.
we fact check it. Okay? Van Meha says, Darren Red, what is Kamala doing to remove Rowley? Has she ever called out people to march? No. Who would the PNM faction that met with UNC according to Mr. Manning? Darren says Fox Islam was only stating what I saw in the newspapers. Well, we just Googled it, and that's what Google told us. Keith and Kamla seem to be in collaboration later. Van Meha gone by. Rishi says, can you answer this? You keep saying the people living on the hills. Rowley won their land. If Kamala say 1 million tomorrow, if she win, and Rowley say he taking it, they will still vote PNM next day. Explain. I mean, I can't explain.
Rishi.
Yeah. Sometimes wonder if people know what the meaning of opposition. Send which link? Which link, Fox? Which link you want to send? I wonder what link you want Darren to send. Darren, send the link. Okay. Hailey, take your shoe size, add 2 zeros, then minus the year you're born, then plus 2024, and the answer you get, the last 2 numbers is your age. All right, Hailey. All right, Hailey going into what is that, witchcraft?
I don't know who craft that is.
Oh God, some kind of crap. Angel say, Angel welcome. Ancient say he fed up. Okay, let me go back here.
I see that I fed up and crying crocodile tears now. Never forget he's the one responsible for the PNM and power. No. He condemned the same Kamala who was doing so much for the country and supported Rowley. Let him take what he gets. Don't forget the ungrateful. It was Kamala government who gave him the land for the Muslim community that he's utilizing now.
Me boy, yesterday's yesterday, today's today, boy.
It's too much, man. That is just too much.
It's a sad place.
It had a fix, though. It had a fix.
Yeah. Capitan said, let's try something real dotish. Let's get Rowley one more term. It's so crazy it may work. Please note, all the changes are happening in predominantly PNM areas. No changes in South Central or Tobago. Okay. Well, Fox, whoever said there are 3 new constituencies, we just read out that it stays at 41. I missed whatever Darren says, and I only saw what you said. So if it's Darren, the constituencies remain the same. It's 41.
There's some name changes. That's it.
Yeah, there are some name changes. Yeah. Because but I still want to play this for the people. I still want to play this one. I want to play this anyway. I want to play this. So listen to this. I want to play this. Let me move from there, get that one out of the way. Remove that. Stop screen. Present. This is the same thing, but hold on. Cancel. Okay.
EBC proposes name changes in.
I think you'll get a better idea with this one here. Hold on. Okay.
EBC proposes name changes in 5 constituencies and polling divisions altered in 16 constituencies ahead of general elections in TNT. The Elections and Boundaries (EBC) recommends name changes in 5 constituencies. This was revealed in the 2024 report of the EBC into the review of the number and boundaries of the constituencies into which Trinidad and Tobago is divided, pursuant to Section 72 of the Constitution. It was laid in Parliament on Friday. Among the recommendations is the change of names of 5 constituencies. 1. Aruka Maloney is to be renamed Trincity Maloney. 2. Dabity O'Mara is to be renamed Malabar Mausaka. 3. Lopino Bon Air West is to be renamed Aruka Lopino. 4. St. Joseph is to be renamed Aranguez St. Joseph, and 5. Pointe-à-Pierre is to be renamed Claxton Bay. The number of constituencies remains at 41, 39 in Trinidad and 2 in Tobago. The report stated, the Commission also commenced a review of the names of constituencies to more properly reflect the geographical areas encompassed within a constituency. Building patterns were examined using geographic information systems and objectively analyzed using the WZYE algorithm for each constituency in Trinidad and Tobago. These were further coupled with community mappings to derive suitable names of constituencies. This was based on the geographic extent of settlements coupled with its WZYE expression for the identification of representative communities, forming the basis of the recommendations for the changes in constituency names in the instant report. The EBC also recommended alterations of polling divisions in 16 constituencies. Coroni Central, Tabaquite, Pointe-à-Pierre, Camuto Manzanilla, La Horquetta Talpero, Dabity O'Mara, Aruca Maloney, Port of Spain North St. Anne's West, Port of Spain South, Laventil West, Laventil East Morvant, San Fernando East, Oropouche East, San Fernando West, Toco Sangre Grande, and Arima. The report noted that the average electors per constituency was 28,078 in Trinidad and 26,082 in Tobago. The permissible upper limit was 30,887 and 28,690 in Trinidad and Tobago, respectively. And the permissible lower limit was 25,271 in Trinidad and 23,473 in Tobago. Is this another political shenanigans by the RPNM?
The mic's off.
Yeah, is this another political shenanigans by the RPNM? What says you, Tom?
Yep. Little distraction.
Not a distraction, man. So many distractions, man. It's one after the other, you know. Non-stop, you know.
That's a way to keep you off balance. That way you focus is on what they want you to focus on as opposed to what you should focus on.
Okay. So Tommy, Rishi wants us to answer a question. Rishi says, you never answer my question. You keep making it sound like the people seeing trouble under the PNM. Seeing trouble under the PNM, blind, deaf. They're seeing and know what's going on, but keep putting back the PNM. Rishi, you know very well. Capitan, welcome. Capitan. Hello?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, we hearing you now.
Yes. Good afternoon, Wall Street, Tommy, and all the listeners. I don't think it's shenanigans. I think that they've already made the adjustment because for the last 9 years, they had enough time to build high-rise apartments. Mausika, on the left-hand side when you leave it, the highway, you're coming in facing north. There's a number of high-rise buildings over there. If you fill them with people that are going to vote a particular way, you can adjust the boundaries. You're looking at 16 there, and you're trying to balance it off to 28,000 per seats of the 41 seats. So it's a systematic approach on winning the election. There's not much again to say on this.
That's why it's shenanigans.
That's you're talking about on Mostica Road, Captain?
Yeah, Moscow Road. When you come in where Pineapple Smith used to be, right?
Yeah,
From
not
the
far,
high Price
not,
Mart.
not far from Price Mart. On the left side, if you're heading north.
That's correct. And then La Joquita. If you look at La Joquita at the San Rafael statue, when you make the left, you're heading back to the highway. On both sides, they were building homes in that flood zone area there, and that was done by a particular PNM supporter and a former minister in that area. The number of homes that are being built there, if you look at the numbers, you'll see how many people will be living there. So you adjust the boundaries, and that's a short seat for the PNM there.
But Capitan, that is why it's shenanigans. Because what you do, you build first and then you adjust. That is that is election gerrymandering.
Yes, gerrymandering.
Yes,
yes,
you
I
build,
agree with that.
You build and then you adjust. You don't adjust and then build. You build first, you work out the building, and then you work out the adjustment, the election gerrymandering.
Yes. Now, Abel, when you go into Abel on the Eastern Main Road there, on the right-hand side, I was surprised. There's a huge, I went to Abel to buy some air conditions units, and I saw a huge building going up there. I was like, that's fantastic. But every single one of these things have had enough time to be built in the last 9 years and to be filled with people. And they're quite expensive. In Tunapuna, when you're going through the Tantrail Road, if you're familiar with that, the Tantrail Road, there in the back of Pasha, you take the highway there's a Hindu school over there, and you go into the back to get to the Caroni Bridge. I don't remember the name of that place, but there's a number of high-rise buildings that were put over there. So that all these seats now have become no longer marginal, because unless the PNM supporters vote against the PNM or abstain, the PNM is going to win the next general elections. And just look at the numbers. The numbers is not going to lie. That's how they vote according to party, in that sense.
Yeah, but I mean, when I see what the EBC did, and I'm asking myself, timing is everything, Timing.
Yes.
Right. So why was this done now? Why no? As opposed to 2 years ago.
Well, you see, you have to look at the numbers all the way down to the end. We had COVID and we had a delay in these constructions, so it's done, and it's always a 4-year plan. For the 5th year, the PNM will be able to hold on and make the adjustments, and they'll be able to take these marginal seats. And they're talking about 16 additional seats that they are going to adjust numbers, polling divisions. So the EBC is an independent body who just before election going to adjust polling divisions. They know exactly who votes in what polling divisions a particular way. So it's a foregone conclusion here. It's going to be a tight, but it's up to the will of the people on how they're going to vote if they want another 5 years of this government.
Yeah, but it didn't work in Tobago though.
Tobago's different, totally different.
You're absolutely correct.
The environment over there, the people are different. The economy is different. They are Trinidad and Tobago, but they're separate, and they're fighting for something which Trinidadians are not fighting for. Now, let's say there's a tie somewhere along. There's a tie with this thing, and somebody has to form a coalition. The TPP has to make a choice, and whoever gives them the most, I guess, in their budget, will form the coalition. They get to bargain on on what they're going to get over there and what they're going to need for their development for the next 5 years.
You see them
So
forming
that's what it,
you see them forming a coalition with the PNM?
But the PNM,
if the numbers are right.
That's with nobody.
If
PNM,
the numbers are right, anything is possible.
But
as I said, yesterday was yesterday and today is today.
Hold on, Capi. Go ahead, Tommy.
Yeah, but Capitan, the PNM clearly said they win alone, they lose alone.
They say that. They also said they were not going to close down Petrotrin.
Point taken. Say no more.
So when it comes to that point and holding on to government and the special interest groups and the people that support them say, listen, we need this to go a particular way because Trinidad has money. It's not trickling down to the small man on the street. There is money, but it's being soaked up by the larger groups. Well, the smaller group, but the larger companies, they are going to get the money. Now, you're speaking about oil and gas and British Petroleum trying to shed some of their non-performance in the gas sector and the oil sector. I worked in '93 on Teak Alpha in the production division over there. Not in drilling, but in production. They were producing 89,000 barrels of oil per day, and that has dropped. I think now that field is producing about 30 or 40,000 barrels of oil, and it was Amoco at the time, or ATOC, and they've gone. The assets has been sold. I think a number of times. From then until now, from '93 until now, on that rig Teak Alpha, there's Teak Echo, which is all the gases being compressed from that area and being sent out. A huge amount of gas used to come from there. Unless they find something new, I think the gas industry is going to be struggling. I think our energy production is going to be struggling for electricity. So the government has to get a new source of gas somewhere, and they have to get it soon, or it's going to be major issues in Trinidad and Tobago.
But Captain, are they building solar farms?
I had approached the former minister LeHunt with asking him if we could feed into the grid. When you have to add batteries, the solar increases by about $15,000. So if there's a roll into the grid, they will be able to pay the customer or hold it in a bank and then shed it back to the customer. So the bill would be minus. He had said how many years ago that the RIC has to make that decision. And you know how everything works in Trinidad and Tobago. It seems that whenever they talk about a green initiative, they talk about electric cars. But this is old technology now. This should have been out 30 years ago. Like Barbados and the other islands in the Caribbean that they have solar on the roofs of new buildings and energy efficient way of building homes to reduce the consumption of electricity. But I don't see the RIC changing that anytime soon.
All right, Capitan.
So if you build solar farms, that's great.
Yeah.
But they shouldn't have the government going into building solar farms. We have private individuals who will have the money that can go and put their own money into this. Like the United States, private industry is what runs the country, not government.
All right, man. Thanks a lot.
Okay, have a good day.
Bless. Yeah.
Thank you.
Capitan always comes with some splendiferous information.
Yeah, informative.
Yeah, very informative. Heidi says major issues. Capitan, we are already there. Banmaha said the technology has changed. Tommy, highly addressing you now. Tommy, solar is a failure. Water turbine is the way of future for electricity.
All right.
You just answered the man, all right? That is it?
Well, you say what he wants to.
Eh? Hailey says solar is a failure. Really, Hailey? Tommy, solar is a failure?
Not that I know of, and they're not in the United States.
That's what I just wondering. Maybe in Canada.
Mm.
Maybe in Canada. Yeah. I think Hailey, is it a failure in Canada? He say yeah. He say yeah. Yes, bifacial solar planning, vertical solar farms are obsolete.
The solar panels are horizontal, not vertical.
I was gonna ask him, let me see, what is vertical solar panel? What is vertical solar panel? Hold on, eh? What's the difference between bifacial solar panel? Eileen says, do you know how expensive it is to have solar?
Yeah, but it's not a it's a one-off cost that that could last 10 to 20 years.
What's the difference between bifacial, 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 and vertical solar panel? And vertical. No, he says vertical solar farms. Vertical. Okay, let me see what this. Solar farms. Let me just see if I find it. Um. Oh God! Solar batteries last 10 years.
Right.
Um.
10 years is quite a bit of time.
That's a whole decade, man. There are vertical bifacial panels now with 300% efficiency. Okay, so here it is. Okay. Let's explore the difference between bifacial. No, that's not bifacial. Yeah, bifacial. Bifacial solar panels can absorb light on both sides, unlike traditional monofacial panels that collect light only from the front side. These panels require less space because they have more surface area to capture sunlight. When set up vertically, bifacial panels can capture energy at two peak times, sunrise and sunsets.
Okay, makes good sense.
Bifacial panels are particularly useful in areas where conventional horizontal panel may not be suitable. They can reduce dust accumulation and provide energy through the day, minimizing the need for energy storage. Okay. So you see, we learned something there, Tommy.
Yep.
Vertical bifacial solar farms. Vertical solar farms consist of panels arranged vertically rather than horizontally.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike traditional monofacial farms, where panels are tilted to an angle relative to the ground, vertical panels stand upright at 90 degrees. Advantages of vertical bifacial panels: continuous energy capture, dual output peak, reduce soiling. Studies predict that vertical bifacial farms can yield 10 to 20% more energy than traditional monofacial farms, even when considering mutual shading and row spacing. While bifacial panels enhance energy capture by utilizing both sides, vertical bifacial solar farms optimize energy production by standing upright and capturing sunlight throughout the day. Both technologies contribute to the advancement of solar energy generation. So there you have it.
Mm-hmm.
We got a quick study on bifacial solar panel.
Vertical.
Yeah, there we go. And that's what it's about. Yeah, that's what it's about, folks. Information, information, information. Not bacchanal and confusion all the time.
Mm.
Ali says not the solution. Solar panels burn out too. Vonnie Roberts, welcome. Vonnie Roberts says same energy. Go back to flambeau and lanterns, eh? Water turbine is the better way. What is water turbines, Tommy?
Water turbine, which is another technology, which is use of water turbines. Water turbines is exactly what it says. You use it goes in the water.
It's something spinning, I guess. I think it had to be something that's spinning, right?
Of course, the turbine spins in the water, turns in the water, and generate energy.
Right. So a water turbine is a rotary machine that converts the kinetic energy and potential energy of water into mechanical work. These turbines were developed in the 19th century and were widely used for industrial power before the advent of electrical grid. Nowadays, they are primarily employed for electric power generation.
What about um, windmills?
Windmills? Ah.
Yeah.
Bijou, welcome.
Good day.
How are you going?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the water power, I believe, is hydroelectricity,
Yeah, we were just saying.
Yes.
right?
Uh,
Like get water from the waterfall and you could turn that into current
oh, okay.
using the water turbine, right?
Turbine, right?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Miss Ram,
Yeah, all right.
Miss
Yeah.
Ram,
You,
how did they come up with the name Fishing Pond?
I believe it's a lagoon area really where there's plant rice and thing and it always have fish and thing long time.
Mm.
You follow me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was long time, but since I come and power all the fish and thing gone. Right. I hope actually to Tommy they we get lunch today because last week he was very disappointed and thing.
Tell them I'll have lunch after. I'm gonna have lunch after the show, Miss Ram.
All right, you take care, right?
Yeah, bless.
Yeah.
Remembers last week.
Oh God. We just remember last week, boy. France, welcome. Hello, Professor. Just stepping into the chat. Yeah, France, how are you going, brother?
Hey, France.
Ali says solar energy is too expensive for Trinidadians. I don't know, eh? I don't know about that.
But to get 10 years off of the battery is quite good.
That's excellent. France says all that has to happen is one more black swan to hit, and that's it for TNT. Sorry if I sound like a pessimist. Okay. Okay. France says we can set up a wind farm on the east coast of Trinidad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Plus, Trinidadians don't have dollars to buy solar. There's no wind farm in Trinidad, Tommy?
I haven't seen any, and I don't know of any. But like he said, the East Coast, which is the Atlantic, is a good spot because that's what we're doing in Jersey. We're using the Atlantic.
Mm-hmm. Is there a wind farm in TNT? Let me see. Is there a wind farm in Trinidad? So, yeah, no, they don't have one, but there are plans for wind farms in Trinidad and Tobago. Wind Resource Asset Program, RAP. The government of Republic of Trinidad and Tobago approved the conduct of a National Resource Assessment Program called RAP. The main objective of this project is to promote the productive use of renewable energy to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and diversify the local energy portfolio mix for power generation. The RAP consists of 3 phases and will be conducted over approximately 20 months. One of the key outputs was the identification of 5 candidate sites for wind farm development. The government of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago aims to attract potential investors and project developers for wind energy projects. Offshore wind farms. Prime Minister Dr. Rowley announced that the government is exploring setting up offshore wind farms to generate electricity. A study determined that offshore wind offers the largest potential for Trinidad and Tobago with a project output of approximately 25 gigawatts of levelized energy. The initial goal is to establish a wind pilot project demonstrating visible end-use application of green hydrogen in Trinidad and Tobago. The Ministry of Energy and Energy Industries, in collaboration with National Energy and the European Union, will conduct a national wind resource assessment to identify potential sites for wind farm development. So there you have it.
Yeah, well, remember in New Jersey, what we did is we set up a wind farm on the Atlantic.
Oh, they set up one?
Yeah, New Jersey has wind farms set up down the shore on the Atlantic.
Oh, okay. So that's how they just generate electricity. They can generate electricity from that.
Yeah, we get electrical power from that also.
Oh, okay.
Remember, we using all resources, wind, solar.
Yeah. We're using everything.
Turbine, everything.
We're using everything. And Trinidad will get to that point, right?
Yep.
So, I had one other thing here. A young man, what they call him, boy? Soka something. He was in one of these islands, and he was showing us how these islands make a lot of money from cruise ships. Take a look.
Hey, Trinidad and Tobago, I normally don't get too political, right? But you see, while our governments fight between which party thief the most and they can't come to no agreement to meet on the crime situation, here what's going on in the other islands, man. Look at this. I'm in St. Kitts now, right? I just landed from my ship, right? Look at this. They have like 4 to 5 cruise ships here, right? Look at tourists. Look at how they have this place fixed up. Look at this. Look at this. Over 20,000 passengers just disembarked from these 4 or 5 ships, right? And this is probably a daily occurrence. You know what I mean? Watch at the beauty. Watch at St. Kitts. This is just on the port alone. We have Tobago, right? I know they probably have issues with the deep water harbors or whatever. I don't know. I'm not a geologist or a scientist to know how many ships could come and everything, but they have things that you could do. Tobago is a beautiful place. Trinidad is a beautiful place. You should be getting at least 2 ships in Trinidad a day, 4 to 5 ships in Tobago. Look at this. Thousands and thousands of passengers coming off. You know what that could do for our economy, man? Man, our politicians making real joke. Them is jokers. Take it from me. I telling you.
Hey.
I tell you. I'm talking about diversify. All you want to talk about is diversify. But Tommy, go ahead.
I said just hot air.
Boy, Tommy, boy. Tommy, sometimes I don't know what to say, man. Tommy, you see this story, man?
Oh man, that's so sad. I read about that. That is so sad.
I mean,
the sadness in Trinidad is just overwhelming.
Yeah, it has become a sad place, man.
Man, I would imagine that beheading of that 4-year-old has a devastating effect on the population, because
Go ahead.
It's traumatic, man.
And you know what's sad, Tommy? We still haven't heard from the Prime Minister. Don't you think, Tommy, that we would expect at least one of these things, man? One of these things for him to call a virtual press conference? Just one.
I don't even know what to say anymore. I don't know. I don't know if I should call him Prime Minister or Prime Minister.
I mean, it's just like, yeah, you're going on vacation, and like you forget the country, man. Like when I'm away, don't bother me. Leave me alone. I'm with my family. When I come back, we go discuss whatever we have to discuss. Or I leave people in charge. Talk to them.
Talk to them.
Yeah, talk to them. Don't talk to me. Oh, Tommy, I have to play the story before we go. So there was a press release by the NTA regarding a station that is very familiar to us.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Very familiar to us, and I was shocked when this
recordings.
There was a press release by the NTA communications people.
Yep.
And I was kind of shocked on me. What says you? We're gonna play, but what says you about it?
It is very unsettling.
I don't know, boy. I don't know, boy, Tommy. And you know, Tommy, this is something that we have been talking about all the time, ad nauseum, about these neophytes they have in radio who, I mean, it's okay to defend your party, you know. Nobody telling you can't defend your party. But anyway, folks, take a listen to this.
RPNM radio host on 91.9 FM exposed. In a press release dated April 13, 2024, the National Transformation Alliance wishes to bring to the public's attention just how biased certain media houses can be. A look at the questions below sent for our political leader, Mr. Gary Griffith, by a talk show host on 91.9 FM, which can be easily answered by Mr. Griffith, even though they are baseless and senseless, will show the lengths they will go to show their loyalty to Rowley and the PNM. In response, we supplied questions of our own for them to ask PM Rowley, but we know they never will ask him, because they would be afraid of his responses. Their questions. 1. Are you and Kamla on speaking terms? If yes, when last did you both speak and what was the discussion? 2. Based upon Kamla's statement, quote, all small parties must come under one UNC party, suggesting that they give up their party's identity, is the NTA going to surrender their birthrights to the UNC? 2A. Are you and Ann Neil Roberts on speaking terms? 2B. Were you instructed to work alongside Ann Neil in the St. Joseph constituency by Kamla? If yes, why are you taking instructions from Kamla as an independent party? 2C. Please provide the nation with a copy of the latest NACTA polls and or any evidence supporting your claims that you will win St. Joseph. 2D. If you win the seat, will you surrender the genuine love and support of the NTA voter over to the UNC for a good deal? Our questions for 91.9 FM to ask Keith Rowley. 1. Did you pump $40 million into the TTPS account, and was Griffith directed to hire people to make them SRPs to target and investigate political opponents? 2. Do you see it as hypocritical that it's okay to make Australian attorneys SRPs, but when a commissioner made a pastor a SRP based on a recommendation by the SSA, you had a concern? 3. What is your authorization for Cabinet to give approval for people to have firearms? There's no such thing in law that could give Cabinet such authorization to grant approvals. 4. Are you ignorant of the fact that the SSA equates to the CIA and that for the last 15 years they've carried firearms? 5. Did you suggest to the Commissioner of Police the name of an individual to get a firearm dealership in Tobago to sell hundreds of firearms, and if so, could it be seen as hypocritical to state that Griffith was giving out too many firearms? 6. You stated that there was a government policy to issue firearms. Do you have proof of this policy? Please show that government policy because our laws and the Firearms Act show no such thing. 7. You stated that there was a liberal policy for Griffith giving out firearms to every single person. How could you say that when only 0.3% of the population were given firearms? 8. Your Minister of Foreign Affairs, Amory Brown, made an accusation that the U.S. said to shut down SORT. Can you provide the evidence to support that claim? Please show the document that said that the U.S. said that. 9. Your Minister of Foreign Affairs, Amory Brown, made an accusation that SORT was funded by the U.S. Can you provide the evidence to support that claim? Please show the documentation which supports that claim. 10. If the U.S. did say to shut down SORT, how come they never shut down the Special Naval Unit, SNU, when 3 of their officers were charged for murder which they allegedly committed using U.S.-funded weapons? And remember, not one person from SORT has been charged for a crime related to the deaths of 2 men who died in police custody, based upon Griffith's position that the U.S. never funded SORT in the first place. 11. If Mr. Griffith, who had 7,000 officers under his command, is to be blamed for the deaths of 2 men who had over 60 charges for sexual offenses, then is the Chief of Defense Staff responsible for the death of an individual where 3 Coast Guard, SNU, officers were charged for his murder? Is the prison's commissioner responsible for the recent death of a prisoner at the Frederick Street Jail? Are McDonald Jacob and Erla Harewood Christopher to be blamed for the over 100 police killings, which occurred under their watch and since Griffith is no longer commissioner? Please note, as we said above, we are confident the 91.9 host will never challenge his leader, because just like Rowley, he and others on 91.9 are afraid of the truth. This is why we highly recommend any and all media houses to clarify the issues raised in our questions, and to seek the truth which the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago deserve. NTA Communications Unit.
So, Tommy, that was a release from the NTA Communication Unit. And I find it kind of strange that, oh God, it's never a dull day. Yeah. Tommy, France wants to know how long ago was that done, Uncle Tommy? I think he was talking about the maybe the wind thing in Jersey. I don't remember now.
Jersey's wind project is over the last few years, and it's still ongoing.
Yeah. Yeah, the 7 babies dying in hospital blew my computer, according to France. The expectation of the people there is none because they accept probably government as right. I agree they need to have one. Yes, the wind project. That's what he said to me, the wind project. Yeah. Yeah. Right? I hope that it just seemed that we are going downhill, boy. We every single day something worse than before. You know, we just Tommy, remember we used to come here and say things go get better.
Yep. I'm still hopeful. It looks like it gets worse before it gets better.
What has to be done, Tommy, in order for it to get better, boy? What has to be done, in your estimation? What has to be done in order for it to get better?
Leadership, man. We just need the right leadership. That's all. Yes, you just need the right leadership.
You think it's that simple?
That's simple.
Okay. I could agree on that. I think if we get the right leadership, we could steer this country back to where it's supposed to be.
Of course.
You know, and I guess people have an opportunity soon to do that. Right? The whole country will have an opportunity to do that.
Listen, people have to take. We're gonna have to take blame if things doesn't change.
Mm-hmm. You think the people could take burn? You know, no more politics. Friends, I want to agree with you. You see that word you say at the end of the motivation? And that is why at the start of this program, every time at the start of this program, we play something motivating to lift you up, to uplift you. You see, because, you know, it's not just, yes, we need leadership, but we also need trying to inspire people. And
good leadership inspires, motivates, does all the things that it's supposed to make the society better.
Correct is right, Tommy.
Elevates.
Yes.
Encourages community and participation.
Full 100. Full 100. I agree with you. You know, and the leader that we have today doesn't inspire and motivate people. And that's part of the problem. We want humbleness and sincerity in government, and we want policies from government. It's simple.
It's true.
Yeah, let me play this voice now. Hold on. Come see.
Good show, Wall Street. 10 out of 10. Good show. Great show.
Thank you, COP. Yeah, we want humbleness and sincerity in government. We want policies from government. It's simple.
It's true.
Very true. So, folks in the chat, put closing comments in the chat. All of you in the chat, put closing comments. We normally put closing comments in our chat. So, put closing comments. I ain't see Mean Gene Julian today. I ain't see Enjoy just as the people who will vote to put back the Shroudi-led government back in power will have to take the blame. Yeah. The magic bullet will only work over a period of time. I want to look for a song here. Remember that song by Gypsy, Somebody Stealing the Soul of the Nation? I don't know if you remember that, right? These songs has been in my mind. Here we go.
You find it?
Yeah, I found it. Let's go for a break, and we come back. We're gonna get that stuff. So, folks, it's Sunday Talk. Let's talk politics with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsheed, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. Of course, don't forget, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. We are also on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. right here on WZYE 95.9 FM. You can get us on Facebook on WZYE 95.9 FM and on YouTube on WZYE TV and on Twitter. Yes, Twitter. Just now you can be able to tweet at Tommy and I on Twitter, better known as X. We'll be right back. after this short break. Don't go nowhere. We'll be back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE LP 95.9 FM. The most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey. The most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
Yeah, we are back with you. It's Sunday Talk. Let's talk politics with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. Okay, so Hailey, we're gonna give you that song as the closing song. Hailey wanted that song Mina by Marcus M. Gabriel. We're gonna play that as the closing song. So let me go to my closing quote. My closing quote is let me see. Closing quotes. The longer you entertain what's not for you, the longer you postpone what is. The longer you entertain what's not for you, the longer you postpone what is. For me, I said this is it. The clock on the wall, so that's all I like to say, but I've got to remember, hard work beats talent when talent does not work hard. And for every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness. And remember, your circumstances may determine who you are, but you are responsible for who you become. There we go, Tommy.
My quote is from Thomas Carlyle. He says, every noble work is at first impossible. Every noble work is at first impossible. Like I always say, you have to become that change that you want to see. You, that man in the mirror. However, if you look in that mirror and you don't like what you see, do not blame the mirror. Never look down on a person unless you're giving them a hand up. Love you all. Be safe. Talk to you or see you tomorrow, God willing.
All right. So, highly closing comment is play Marcus M. Gabriel Mina for closing. I will do that. Franz Gabriel says, blaze the trail where there is no trail. That's what the motivational speaker Les Brown said. Les Brown is a person I listen to quite a bit. You know, Les Brown says, impossible also spells I am possible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Les Brown is a person I listen to quite often when I'm in my car. So, folks, we're going to go out with this song from Hailey. It's Marcus M. Gabriel, Mina. Okay, no, that's not what it is. Okay, hold on.
Let me show you how we do.
Okay, here it is.
Yeah, me to them, no. Yeah, man, a long time I watch and I see them. I mislead you with them. Yo. I just can't sit back and I watch the people them and destroy the little ghetto you with them, no. You have to talk about it. I say me nah. Certain things me nah do. Me just nah. And certain things me can't do. Me just can't. Because the little juvenile them a watch you. Me just can't. Hey. And now watch me black brother working hard all week and go rob him chain. Collect bloody money from the black brother head and when him touch down bust him brain. You can't watch me on black people arise and me want pull them down the drain. And sing dirty music for corrupt the youth them brain. No, me just nah. Certain things me nah do. Me just nah. And me can't do. I say me can't because the little juvenile them a watch you.
Mothers losing morals, teaching their daughters how to skin out in a dress. You go up on social media, them not show cleavage, now them a show them breasts. What you want the little juvenile to do when him have a gun and him depressed? My message got to reach the people of me nah go rest. No, me nah. I say me nah. Certain things me nah do. Me just certain things me can't do. Me just can't because the little juvenile them a watch you. Them a watch you. Yeah. Hey. So when you rise a morning, get to you. Tell yourself you never struggle today. You not go shoot. Or you fi beat up your girlfriend at the time and call her prostitute. And in the night time you lay down beside her, kiss her and call her cute. If you want a proper tree in your garden, mold it from the root. Ha. In a play Russian roulette with me life, not jump without parachute. Who the cap fit, let them wear it and put on a suit. Hey, me now watch them destroy the youth. So me just nah. Certain things me nah do. Me just certain things me can't do. Me just can't because the little juvenile them a watch you. Hey.